Hey everybody, how is it going? It is your pal, Sal here. Welcome back to my channel. And today we have a very special video that has been a long time in the making. Today we are reacting to Kelly Clarkson's 10th studio album, Chemistry. So this album came out almost about a year and a half ago, and again, I apologize that it has taken me so long. When this album did come out, I was working at Virginia at Busch Gardens, and I was living through my own hell at the time, then moved back home and yada yada yada, and then got back to making my YouTube videos, and here I am again today. So again, I apologize that it has taken me so long to get to this, but we are here today, and it's really special that we're here today doing this because, as some of you may have known, I not that I'm like known for this per se, but I do a lot of discography journeys, and Kelly Clarkson was the first discography journey that I ever did on my channel. We went all the way through Meaning of Life up until, not Meaning of Life, Thankful, with her and her little poncho thingy, all the way up to Meaning of Life. Well, technically, that last Christmas album that I didn't really like. So, yeah, I'm a big Kelly fan, and I am happy to be finally listening to this. I have some things to say that I've been wanting to say for a while. I'm actually kind of happy that I can listen to this now after the era. I guess she's technically still in this era because another era hasn't begun, but yeah, so before we go to that, as you can see, I do have the album behind me. When they announced it, I actually bought it. This is the, I don't know if this was like her web store exclusive, but it's like the two-tone vinyl. I was actually bamboozled. When I saw the two, I thought it was a 2 LP set, so that's why I bought this one. But yeah, I've had this since the day, well, it actually got shipped to my house here when I was still working in Virginia, and I live outside of Chicago. So, unfortunately, there's a seam split up there, so I didn't have enough time to return it by the time I got back home, but either way, regardless. So yeah, I have it, but I've never been able to play it because I've always been like, well, when I listen to it, I have to react to it, and then I just, never did, and yet here we are. So yeah, okay. So as I said, Chemistry is Kelly Clarkson's 10th studio album. It was released on June 23rd, 2003, and hit the Billboard 200 at number 6. So here is where I have kind of some strong thoughts about this, and I'm kind of mad at her label, which is Atlantic. So there were a total of 5 singles for this album. 5 singles, none of which charted on the Hot 100. And I both blame Atlantic and kind of Kelly for that. I feel that this album was horribly promoted, and that makes no sense to me because I get that Kelly is, busy with her talk show, but she has a talk show where she can promote this album. And I know she did her Vegas residency and all that good stuff, but the fact that none of these, this is the first Kelly Clarkson album where we have nothing charting on the Hot 100. And that's a big problem to me, especially because I think one of these songs should have been a charter on the Hot 100. One of these could have been her next Heartbeat song or Stronger, or yada, yada, yada. You get the idea there. I think that that's, poor, planning on Atlantic's part and poor planning on Kelly's part. I imagine she does have a lot of creative freedom on her show, and she could be like, at the end, be like, oh yeah, and buy my album. Hey, this is my new single. I'm going to sing it for karaoke. I'm going to sing it again for karaoke. Yeah, I just feel like this album could have been promoted a lot better, especially with one of the singles. So regardless, there were a total of 5 singles for this album. The first single was Mine. Also, we did react to Me and Mine. They were released on the same day. When I was working in Busch Gardens and living in Virginia, I did react to those, so you can see those videos on this channel if you would like to. Mine hit number 10 on the US adult pop airplay, and Me hit number 6 on the US digital song sales. The third single was Favorite Kind of High, which, in my opinion, was the strongest single of this album, and I think this is the song that I think could have been her next Heartbeat song, her next Stronger, like all of those things. I think that this song could have been, had it been promoted, but its biggest charting position was number 40 in Latvia. That's not right. This should have been a big hit in America, and I know that, I know it could also be because of ageism and all that good stuff, but they didn't even try. I mean, so yeah, okay, we'll talk more about the song when we get there. And then the 4th and 5th single were Lighthouse and I Won't Give Up, which were released simultaneously together. This album also we're going to be reacting to the deluxe edition, which is 19 tracks, but the deluxe edition came significantly after the release of the first album. I didn't write down the date that it came out. Where does it say here? So the album, yeah, June 23rd, but then does it say the deluxe? Hang on, deluxe, let's see here. A deluxe reissue was released in September, so June, July, August, September. So about 3 months later is when they released the deluxe version with 5 new tracks. So this album was nominated for Best Pop Vocal Album at the Grammys, but I'm guessing it did not win. What did win that year? Let's find out together. Pop Vocal Album. Now, I did learn that pop vocal album doesn't mean like, strong vocals. It just means the fact that there were vocals on the album. When I learned that, it made things make a lot more sense. Because let's see, pop vocal album. Yeah, Midnights by Taylor Swift won. So it's like if you think vocals, Taylor Swift, those don't go together. But when you think, oh, she just put vocals on it, then that makes sense. But yeah, I'm not crazy about really any album on here. I'm not crazy about Taylor Swift. I mean, if I would pick between the two, I think that are actually good artists are Kelly Clarkson and Miley. But it is what it is. So either way, we're going to get started with listening to this album, and we're going to begin with track number 1. Again, I'm excited to listen to this. I did hear, despite all of, the fact that this didn't do well, I've heard great things about this album. I've heard great things about Lighthouse, so I'm happy. Also, one thing, and this is just, I'm sorry to complain, this album does the stupid thing, and I hate that modern day albums do this, where all the songs are lowercase, and it's cool, it's edgy, it's stupid, I hate it. So this is track number 1, Skip This Part. Already starting with the title. Oh, and this is her divorce album. I should say that too. That vocal that she says there reminds me of something, but Okay, Kelly. Oh, I like the backing vocals. This is very My December-esque right here. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm sold on the ending there where it got a little grungy. I don't know if that was for me. But so far, a good intro. I feel like it's very a minute-esque, but whereas like the minute-esque part of Meaning of Life was, just like this little part, this is more expanded. And obviously this is more sadder because a minute is like, sometimes I need a minute just for me. Yeah, it's like a part in the breakup that she would like to skip. Good way to start the album. I liked it. I don't know if it's going to go down as one of my favorites, but a good intro. So, standing out there. So far, so good. Track number 2, Mine, which we all know. I haven't heard this in a minute. Just for me. Okay, that was Mine, and it's good to hear that one again. I won't lie, this song wasn't really one of my most replayed of 2023. I did like it. I listened to it quite a bit after it came out, but then it kind of filtered out for me. Still, it's a very good song, and she's telling that guy, she's like, I hope somebody does this to you like the way you did it to me, because you're gonna get it. It's a good one, and it's a good follow-up to the Skip This Part one, so good start off. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to go down still as one of my favorite Kelly Clarkson songs, but it's still, it's a good piece. Yeah. Track number 3, High Road. I like the drums. wish this chorus was bigger. I liked this song, don't get me wrong, but I really feel like this chorus could have been a little bigger. Like, I don't know, I just felt like it could have, it just felt like it was building, but then it didn't really build up to all that much. And I feel like that she's talking about a lot of pain in this song too, so I'm like, I really would have loved that to be more evident in the production. I don't know. I mean, it's a good song. Again, I like it. I just would have liked a more oomph in it, you know? Track number 4, another one we know, Me.
I don't need somebody to hold me.
There we go.
Don't need somebody to love me. Don't need somebody to pick these pieces up.
I will say I didn't know this until afterwards, but I'm mad that I missed on this lyric because like pick those pieces up. That's a clear reference to Piece by Piece. I don't remember where I heard. I was some podcast or something, and like I heard that, and I was like, oh my god, I realized that now. But yeah.
Let go of the pain I've been holding. Don't need to need somebody when I got me.
Okay, that was Me. And again, I have not listened to this one in a while. And, you know, this is the first song that we've listened to so far on the album that I feel like if we had listened to it, like, with fresh ears, well, at least for these 2 singles that I did know, this is the first one that, like, I really, really like. And I think because it's the most, like, R&B, like, Kelly. But then, again, I thought this, too, when it was, like, first released. This song sounds very similar to I Don't Think About You. And it's also, like, you know, similar to, you know, like, even though I guess that one was technically about her old label, as I think what I heard her saying about it, and, like, I guess this is about her ex-husband, you know, but I prefer I Don't Think About You, but I do like that we're getting, you know, the R&B Kelly, you know, that's my favorite Kelly. Yeah, but, you know, I thought I remembered, I guess I remembered it wrong in my head. I remember thinking that I liked Mine more than Me, but I guess it's I like Me more than Mine. They're so close. I mean, the one thing just has two more letters in it. But yeah, Me is, I think, so far my favorite of the 4 tracks we've listened to. Track number 5, Down to You.
I won't make that mistake again. I won't make that mistake again. I can't dance with the devil on my back. Need somebody who can meet me where I'm at. These dark days are knocking on my door.
Okay. You can't bring me down. Can't bring me down. Okay. Okay. Bring me down. You can't bring me down. Can't bring me down. Okay, with this one, what's funny to me is that this had the most pointed lyricism, which is funny because like all these other songs have been basically, you know, like my ex-husband is a horrible human being, but they're more like nuanced in the way they tackle the the lyricism in that. This one's much more pointed. Like, I'm not going down to that level of you like, you horrible human being, you know, yada yada yada. Now, what's interesting to me is that this production sounds like an interesting combination of like, if like some of like vocally, it kind of reminds me a little more of like her cadence of a Meaning of Life, but it also kind of sounds like a little bit to me like Piece by Piece, but it Piece by Piece was a little bit of a darker sound, and that's, you know, very 2015. Good times. But I don't know, You Can't Bring Me Down, and like the backing in there kind of reminds me of that era. It would have been brighter, obviously, in 2015, but I think so far out of the new tracks that I've heard, this one's my favorite for sure. It was fun, cute for sure. You know, Can't Bring Me Down. A little silly too, but I like it. Track number 6, our title track, Chemistry.
'Cause I don't really trust you, and I don't trust me. You know chemistry can sneak up on you. One day you can turn around and feel a part of a magic you can't deny in the moment. No matter how curiosity warns you, I can't help but want you, help but love you, help me someone erase my heart. I've been broken into. How'd you get in? Now you're something that I just can't resist.
Okay, this song was fine. It didn't do much for me personally. I did know that like this whole purpose of this album, I did see like an interview of the time where she wanted it to be more of like how like chemistry can like really sneak up on you, and like, you know, you either how it can just like change your feelings about a person. I don't really relate to this song because I am the type of person that once I hate you and it's over and done. If I like you, then I like you, you know, and then we're good. You know, I'm not like, you're not gonna, I'm not, this isn't me. Okay. So this is, yeah, this would, yeah. Like if somebody did something like basically what Kelly did, what her husband did to her, I guess, you wouldn't see a song like this coming from me on this album. Yeah. So with everything I've said just in that last song, I'm aware that this song shouldn't factor into that, but if we separate this song out of the husband, that whoever, I don't know his name, I don't know him, quite frankly. I know that he's not related to, it's a convoluted way she's actually related to Reba. I forgot about that. But either way, yeah, either way, so we'll separate, okay, either way, this song should have been a smash hit single, but taken out of context of this album, okay? Here we go, this is Favorite Kind of High.
Take me home tonight, kiss me how you like. I've been waiting for you. I know you ain't shy, well neither am I. What you waiting for you? Escape when you're close to love. You're my favorite kind of high. Rushing through me like a fire, and I need you to know. I say I won't, but I do. When it comes to loving you, I don't have no control. You're my favorite kind of
Favorite kind of
You're my favorite kind of high. Rushing through me like a fire, and I need you to know. I say I won't, but I do. When it comes to loving you, I don't have no control. You're my favorite kind of high.
Okay, that was Favorite Kind of High, and honestly, shame on Atlantic, that's who it is, right? Yeah, Atlantic. Shame on Atlantic, shame on Kelly for not promoting this song as it should have been. I'm sorry, but this could have been her next Heartbeat song. I truly believe that. Again, you know, this isn't the type of song that I would have maybe marketed, if we're putting this as, you know, the divorce album, per se, but, and again, you know, it's kind of funny again, you know, especially with the whole chemistry thing. I'm sorry, that's not my vibe. because like once it's over, you're dead to me. So that's, you know, then again, she has kids, but then again, that would never happen to me either. So yeah, but this song is just so good, and you know, and it's been on my Spotify Wrapped for 2023 and 2024, so that lets you know how good it is. And I know that this song does talk a little bit about, you know, like getting into bed and stuff like that, but regardless of those lyrics, like this song does remind me of my friends, because like they're probably just being with them, like because they live so far away, and whenever I can see them, that's truly my favorite kind of high. So I. It makes me think of them, and you know, I love this song. And again, this single did come out, and I did react to the single too when it came out, and I think I was pretty positive about that when that came out. Especially when I was working at Busch Gardens doing Celtic Fire. Again, this is very like minimal stuff, but you'll see in the video I was in a different location. I was miserable doing that show. It was absolute hell. The backstage life was hell, and I had few little things in life. The few things was the music I was listening to, season 2 of And Just Like That, and that was pretty much it. That was all I had. So until that contract ended. So this song was one of the songs that got me through that summer. So I'm grateful for that. This is a good song, and again, it just deserved more. Track number 8, Magic.
It doesn't mean it isn't true, even though I'm black and blue. Even when they tell me not to, even if I end up used. It doesn't mean I'm the fool, 'cause magic takes time, and I've got my sights, and they're set on you.
Okay.
And one day this rhyme might make you smile, and then I'll sing hallelujah. In the dark I see the raging sea. I'll be ready. You are worth the road to baby. I don't break so easily.
Okay.
I can take it, you unleash all your worry, all your doubt. Please believe in me. It's magic, my love. It's magic, my love. But still so real, still so real. I don't care where you have been. And every time I wish that I could be the one you choose. It's magic, my love.
Oh yeah. I like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's magic,
Oh yeah.
still so real, still so real. Always me, it's always you has been for. I can't remember fighting with all one time. Always me, it's also true. Always you has been for. I can't remember fighting with all one time. And it's hard to be close enough to breathe. I'm in your space.
Okay, that was Magic, and I actually enjoyed this one. Again, compared to like the earlier songs in this one, in the album, the production on this was just much more lively, much more, I want to say, how do I put it? I wanted to say almost like more fairy-esque in a sense. Because with the title, Magic, I got this sense of belief in her voice, which was I think what she was going for. Now I want to stress something about, like, even though I didn't like Chemistry, I think it's because now, so say I was in a relationship and it was over, it'd be over for me. Like there would be the feelings would be done, that's it. I'm that type of person, okay? Now that doesn't mean that I wouldn't think back to the beginning of something. So this is, I am imagining she's looking back to the beginning of her relationship and those feelings that she remembers. Eyes on me, I start to tremble the way I feel. It's magic, my love. So I'm imagining it's like the earlier parts of her relationship that she's looking back. Or I thought maybe she's thinking about the new man in her life, which could be nice too. Either way, but like, it's just for me, I want to stress that. It'd be like, if it was over, I wouldn't run into him and be like, oh my gosh, it's all coming back to me now. I'd be like, F him, you know, blah, blah, blah. There's no chemistry there anymore. So yeah. Okay, but yeah, I like this. This is really pretty. Gorge. Track number 9, we have the one I'm probably most excited to listen to. We have Lighthouse. This is the one I was hearing many, many good things about. So here we go. Oh, and this was a single. So here we go.
I almost lost all my light, and I didn't choose sober, but my eyes can't look away. I see our true colors. Lately we've been looking gray. I can't turn
That backing vocal's pretty. Ooh. Almost sounds like a siren. Ooh. Okay, one thing I have to say, the lyricism is gorgeous in this, and I do like towards the end, like when with the oohs, and it's almost like she sounded like a siren of the sea. That was really pretty. One thing I will say is that I was getting the vibe from, I think this was a little overhyped to me. Not that I feel like it wasn't worthy of being hyped per se, but I was expecting like top tier of Kelly Clarkson ballads from everything I was seeing, and I just thought it was really good. Okay, if that makes sense. I'm sure a few repeat listens it'll grow and grow on me, but at this point I'm just like, oh, that was really good. I don't know if it was my standout so far of the album. I would say I maybe like Magic a little more, but I do like that there's more. This is a more standard ballad because it has that more build at the end. But I did like this, so don't get me wrong. But still gorgeous. Track number 10, Rock Hudson.
It was real, but it wasn't.
Nope.
No one never saw it coming. I was never what you wanted. Like a real life movie. Didn't think it happened to me. Guess it didn't, you just fooled me. Oh, yeah, it's never quite as good as the dream. No, I won't dance anymore. I won't put on a show. You can blame it on me. I don't care what they think. No, I won't let control. No, I won't be what you want. You can blame it on me. I don't care what you think. From the moment I saw you, but now you're gone. What good's a promise if it never really ends? No, I won't dance anymore. No, I won't put on a show. You can blame it on me.
It's just so bizarre to me that the same person she wrote Piece by Piece, this is about, and then years later she's like, oh, and also this song is about him too. Not that I'm like defending him per se, but I'm also like, oh, that's bizarre. I did not see those lyrics down there.
Smiling when it's just seen. You make sure to keep me smiling enough to keep me in between. SheilaE, could I ever compete?
Okay, that was Rock Hudson, and I think his Rock Hudson is it's literally just the title. I don't know, I feel like Rock Hudson was not the best title for this song. I feel like it would have been almost like more cooler to call it Piece by Piece, My Hero's Me, or Piece by Piece Part 2. I mean, imagine if it had been called that. I mean, that's a cooler name than Rock Hudson, quite frankly. Yeah, I like this. Another, F him song. It's interesting that I was thinking like about Piece by Piece though when this was starting. I did not see those lyrics at the bottom there, so I'm kind of. But it's interesting to think that she wrote them about the same person. So I'm like, should I stay? Should I leave? Yeah. You can blame it on me. You can blame it on me. And now, if I'm correct though, didn't she lose? Let me double check something here. Kelly Clarkson. I think in this divorce, wasn't she ordered like to pay something or whatnot, which is like crazy, right? Wait, I gotta go to personal life. Where's the personal life page? Personal life, there we go. No, I don't. Where is this about? Oh, wait, no. Okay, wait, here we go. Together, they have a daughter and a son. In June 2020, she filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. In March 2022, it was reported that her divorce had been finalized. In November 2023, she was awarded more than $2.6 million. It was reported that, or from her ex-husband, for commissions paid to him for a business deals he pursued as her manager. They were commissioned or ruled, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Okay, yeah, I guess so. He owed her money. So that's good. Okay, that's all that matters. But crazy. What did he do? Like, did he cheat on her? Is that? I don't know if that's the vibe I'm getting here. But track number 11, My Mistake.
You would love me. Oh, imagination's acting up again. You ripped out pages and you spoiled the end. Must have been my mistake. Swore I heard you say you'd be mine always. Oh, but it must have been my mistake. Swore I heard you say till your dying day you would love me. Oh, heard my name like music from your mouth. But just like smoke, you breathe me in and out. To my mind, must have been my mistake. Swore I heard you say you'd be mine always. Oh, but it must have been my mistake. Why don't you just say what you wanna say? You hold me pretty close, what you need to say.
Oh, okay. So I guess he did cheat on her.
Just call me crazy, baby, but
Okay, I thought the song was fine too. Again, we're not really, it's interesting to me that this album is called Chemistry because I thought her whole thing was, that like, sometimes she feels like so differently about him, yada, yada, yada. But I mean, really only two songs, which is really Chemistry, which is about that, and Favorite Kind of High. The rest are like F him. And I think that the issue I'm maybe having with this album, it's not even really an issue, and I'm thinking of it this way now too, because a few days ago I reacted to Shakira's newest album, which is her divorce album, and this is Kelly's divorce album. I think the issue I'm having with is that both her and Shakira in both of their like albums before this, they were hyping their men up. Like, they were like very, very, like, when I think of some other artists that I have, like Cher, I mean, yes, with Sunny maybe, but like, they, like, some of the other artists I'm thinking of, they were never, like, even Madonna was never really hyping up her husbands all that much in her albums, like, quite frankly, or if she was, like, they were very, like, they could be very much more broad, you know what I mean? Like, she was hyping this dude up for so many songs, like, so many. Like, she has a song called Winter Dreams, Brandon's song. That's his name, right? I'm not crazy. That's because I thought that's what it was. And I think she took his name off of it, but on the Spotify version, but that's still on, that's vinyl and the regular CD. And like with Shakira, like she has like the Loca por Ti, like all those other like songs. And I'm like, you guys were hyping these guys up and now you're mad? And like, look, I get it. Like they shouldn't have obviously done that. Like, I'm not defending the men in this situation, but I'm also like, you guys were hyping them up. And that's why I'm like, I don't know. And especially with Piece by Piece too. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm torn, okay? Track number 12, Red Flag Collector, and I was hearing some things about this one too online, so we'll see that. Okay, a little westerny.
sure you can have the towels. You can take my money, drag my name round town. I don't mind, I changed it anyway. They say the worst parts of someone come out to play when shit goes wrong. So shit must hit the fan with you all day. As you run your mouth, carry your chest, play cowboy in the world like this. I don't mind, you know best. Keep on running till you can't see us. Hard on my heart, break sometimes it just isn't. Be sure you can have the towels.
Okay.
Tell them all I'm crazy. What a nice cliche. Blaming me, I guess. Some things never change. As you run your mouth, carry your chest, play cowboy in the world like this.
Okay, this one I'm liking.
You know best, keep
Okay, that was Red Flag Collector, and I actually did enjoy this one. For the first time since Down to You, it seemed like she was having, not necessarily fun talking about the topic, but at least having fun in the writing process about talking about her divorce. And I'm actually kind of shocked that this was not a single, because especially, well, it would have had to be a little earlier, but in like the Olivia Rodrigo, like faux, like teen, like alternative rock era, this could have maybe been like a successful single. So I did like that. This one was fun. I can't lie, and especially like the little bit of the Wild West stuff. Especially, I guess apparently they must have. I'm guessing this was targeted at a specific situation where he wanted the towels in their house or something. I just have come to the realization that I was definitely not all. I mean, I'm a fan of Kelly Clarkson, so let's not get that wrong. Like I know I know all of her albums, and I know the cuts. I know the album cuts now because of my channel. But I guess I'm just not. I was not invested in her divorce. I also don't watch the Kelly Clarkson show all that much either. I've seen clips and stuff, but since the only daytime TV shows I watch is The View, and that's it. It used to be the Wendy Williams show, but since she's gone, that's it for me. That's all I got. It's just The View. That's all I got left for me. I'm sorry, Kelly's great, but she's a little too positive. I need someone to come in at 10 a.m. in the morning and say, clap if you think she should suffer. So yeah. But regardless, yeah. So I like Red Flag Collector. Track number 13, I Hate Love, featuring Steve Martin. And this is gonna be bluegrass, because that's what Steve Martin does. Okay. Okay. I hate love. Love that vocal. We're like, what are we going to, like a techno beat now all of a sudden? I hate love. 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 Okay, the one thing that gets me with this song is that the best way I can describe it, I feel like it's the less classier version of the song Chemistry. Like, I feel like it goes over the same thing, like especially in the lyrics at the beginning here. Where is it? It was something about the cologne, where it's like, even I hate love, it's a cruel reminder. You know, I love that you smell so good. I love that cologne. Why do you want it? And it's like all the emotions that this love makes her go through. And I think like if this had been like the premise of like her Chemistry thing, I think like if the album had been I Hate Love, I think this would have been a version of it I could have been around more, because this is a little more messier, with Chemistry being a little more, you know, refined and eloquent, if you will. This being a little more messy, I could get into the more mess of like the divorce. This felt, you know, more down and dirty. I'm liking the more dirtiness of the later half of the album. I appreciate that more, because everything at the beginning, it just feels a little too refined, which I guess for someone like me, especially who, you know, when they're done, they're done. So I'm like, but this is fun. There's some fun things in here, especially with the banjo. When the techno like thing was coming in, I was like, are we about to go for like a dance beat? But we didn't exactly quite go there. The Steve Martin was fun too on the banjo, I'm assuming. I like this one, I Hate Love. It went on, I will say, for only being 3 minutes and 33 seconds, this one did feel a little long, oddly, though. Track number 14, That's Right, featuring SheilaE, and this is the last track of the standard edition of the album.
Keep the money, I'll take the freedom.
Oh. Okay, that was That's Right, and I do like the symbolism of the water's coming tonight and I let you go with the tide. Like, for the end of the album, she's letting him go, it's over, it's done. But you know, it would have been nicer, I feel, if the album flowed more in that direction, because that's not the vibe that I was, like, going on. I didn't feel like... It's interesting, because, like, it would have been interesting if the album started more messy and then ended more sophisticated into letting him go. But that's not the vibe that I was getting, track listing wise. So this song just kind of feels just random here. It doesn't feel like a great closer to me either. Lyrically, that lyric does feel right, like a good closer lyric. But, I don't know, the song just didn't do all that much for me either. It was fun, but I don't know, I feel like we could have had a stronger ending, technically. Okay, we are officially on to the bonus tracks, and now we begin with track number 15, I Won't Give Up, which was a single. So here we go.
Almost gave into the dark, but it turns out the light in me won't disappear. I can't be the one, I can't be the one to love you, no. Go find what you're looking for. I won't give up, I won't give up, I won't give up, I won't give up, even if it kills me tonight.
Okay.
I give it up, I give it up, I give it up, I give it up, give up on the dream of you and I see visions in my mind, so hard that I can feel so alive. Count my blessings on my lessons and move on with my life. I won't give up, I won't give up, I won't give up, I won't give up, even if it takes some time. Deep inside of me, I feel the storm awakening. I won't give up, I won't give up, I won't give up, I won't give up, even if it kills me tonight. I give it up, I give it up, I give it up, I give it up, give up on the dream of you and I see visions in my mind, so hard that I can feel so alive. Count my blessings on my lessons and move on with my life. I won't give up, I won't give up, I won't give up, I won't give up, even if it takes some time.
That was I Won't Give Up, and I did like this one, but I was trying to think, I'm like, how do I convey this? There is something in this that just, I love the sentiment lyrically, but there's something in the production that sounds that makes it sound like a bonus track. And I can't describe it. If the production was different, I could see this, if it was more proud and I think just more anthemic, like bigger, and I think it's because the chorus just feels, her vocals feel a little pulled back, and not even in her tone, but just in the mix. And the production, it just, everything feels like it's being held back. If it was just more out there, it would feel like a good closer to the album. But as it is, it just feels like this weird, like pulled back sound in this weird way. And it just makes it, I don't know, it just sounds like a bonus track to me. It's because of the way they did it, it just sounds like a bonus track. And I don't hate it, but it's just so weird to me. I'm like, why did, like, that's how I would describe the sound. Like, I don't know, like that's what my mind is telling me. But yeah, so nice. Interesting that this was a single, because it just sounds like a bonus track to me. But yeah. Track number 16, Did You Know?
Every night when I was 10, and my girls all flocked to boy bands, jagged little pill was my jam.
Okay.
Did you know that control is a good thing? You say you see it now. Did you know that your words are on repeat? Intention 6 feet and no high. You should have tried listening.
Oh.
And no, it's not bad. What show was gonna make? You said I was getting up, gotta do a show enough. I can take a thing, but I need to go ahead. So did you really do me?
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite band is Tony's. Bet you couldn't name one song. Meanwhile, I sing you heaven just to make you smile and sing along. Did you know I danced in my stove on a beach in Mexico? All by myself in the rain. Some people don't mind being alone. Did you know that control is a good thing? You say you see it now. Did you know that your words are on me? Intention 6 feet in Did you know I loved you so? Wished you believed me then. I never wanted to go, but I deserve more than a ring on my hand.
Okay, that was Did You Know? And actually, I think that this could have easily replaced, I'm not sure what it could have replaced on the standard edition, but it could have replaced something on the standard edition. I think that while this to me is an album track for sure, but it has a little more individuality to it. Because especially there was a lot on the album that was just like, I feel like there were just a couple things that just sounded the same. And, you know, this had lyrics that I just felt stood out more, especially at the beginning. I felt like we learned more about Kelly in these songs, and it was just a lot more insight that I felt could have been used in this album. I liked this one. Again, an album cut for sure, but I'm wondering if these bonus tracks, because this deluxe edition came out 3 months after, if they were recorded after the initial album, or if they were actually recorded during the album process. That's something I'm not sure of, if they could have been released on it or not, but who knows. Track number 17, You Don't Make Me Cry, featuring River Rose. I think that's her daughter. I think it is.
I don't have the time to help you unwind all the ways you don't approve. I don't even know why my name's in your mouth, but I think I'm getting to the truth. Think you're really funny. Nothing you say is making sense today, so I think I'll take my cue. Walk the high road without you, you don't make me cry. And I cry at everything. You don't make me feel it.
These are like those trap type of beats, and I hate that, so I'm not loving that. It's very light, but I hate that. I hate that sound. It just sounds so cheap. Yeah, I didn't like this at all. First of all, her auto-tune child and the trap beats, No, thank you. No. Track number 18, Goodbye.
You didn't destroy me. Oh, you tried.
That was Goodbye, and I like that it was like, it kind of had like this little darker, creepier sound, but it didn't do much for me at this stage of the game. I don't, it could have been on the album, but it just doesn't do much really. Track number 19, our final track, Roses.
Your eyes still point in my direction, but they lost the light. I don't know, I don't mind. But last week I would've caved, felt like the rain for all the stops you're pulling. Time is funny that way, kills me to say it's too late for roses. I was so patient, chances wasted, had to draw a line, and you crossed it every time. And last week I would've caved, but even the rain can't wash away our problems. Time is funny that way, kills me to say it's too late for roses. Dying a day, you can't put a band-aid on the way that you're breaking. It's too late for diamonds, they all come with chains. So don't waste your money on it, we can't be saved. There ain't enough roses. No, there ain't enough roses. No. Maybe everything I must have missed has happened till there's nothing even left. Like your flowers, we dried up.
Okay, that was Roses, and again, fine. It just didn't do much for me. The sentiment is nice that there ain't enough roses that can fix this relationship, but it didn't do anything for me, really. Okay, guys, we have officially finished Kelly Clarkson's 10th studio album, Chemistry, about a year and a half after it was released, and yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not as crazy about this album as I hoped I would be. I think the lead singles kind of emphasize the direction that this album was going in. I feel truly now listening to this, like Favorite Kind of High is truly an outlier. Like they could have released that as a standalone single and it would have made more sense. But listening to this is her divorce album, and it really truly is just her divorce album. Like I'm sorry, but like it's a very, in a weird way to put this, I'm sorry, but it's a very one note album. Like I'm sorry, but like this kind of got a little monotonous to listen to. I'm not gonna lie. Like I get it, Kelly. And I guess she needed to release this for, you know, her well-being and, you know, all that. You know, I get it. I totally get it. And I you know, I stand with her and all that. But as a piece of music to listen to, I'm kind of like, I don't know if this was my favorite album to listen to. Like, you know, I'm all about the heartbreak and all that, but I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the lyrics in this album just kind of sounded the same at some point in listening to it. Vocally, I mean, she sounds great. It's not even that it's not, it just didn't seem to me have, you know, it's definitely not as fun as any of her last albums, and it doesn't, I don't know. I feel like the last couple of albums, especially like Piece by Piece, Meaning of Life, and stronger. I feel like it just had a good array of all different kinds of emotions. And with this one, especially, she marketed it as like the whole chemistry thing, like all the different emotions of being, you know, being with this person and the chemistry she has. It really was just kind of, to me, like, I hate you, and then the two songs where it's like, okay, I kind of like you. And that was kind of it. Yeah, I don't know. And then the bonus tracks are just kind of not that great either. Clearly bonus tracks. And I'm amazed that this album like got such good reviews, because I really don't, I did not think that this was her best work. And I know Kelly Clarkson is not really much of a songwriter per se. Did she take more of a hand? Okay, so she has a lot of songwriting credits in this one. Oh dear. Nick Jonas wrote on this? Oh my God. Carly Rae Jepsen wrote Favorite Kind of High. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I wonder if it was like a Carly Rae Jepsen like leftover and they gave it to her. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I wasn't too crazy about this album, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And there's not as much R&B in this either, which is what I loved about Meaning of Life. I don't know. I guess this album wasn't my favorite per se. I guess maybe I need to be heartbroken. Not even heartbroken. I need to have someone wrong me, but it would take a lot for someone to wrong me like that. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. I guess that's the thing. So I guess my favorite songs are, I do like the singles, Me and Mine, Down to You, of course, Favorite Kind of High. We all know my feelings on that. Magic, Lighthouse, Rock Hudson, but although I personally will go to the grave saying that Rock Hudson should have been named Piece by Piece Part 2, Red Flag Collector, and I Hate Love. And then after that, that's it. There really, honestly, wasn't much options for, I know that the rest were singles, but I mean, what other shots did we have for, like, smash hit singles on here? Nothing really. I mean, the album did chart on number 6 on the 200, so that's good. I wonder if that had to do more with sales than streams, because there's not a lot of streams on this album. Like, the highest streamed song is, is it favorite? Well, it's Favorite Kind of High, so that's good. No, it's not. It's Mine. Interesting, because Me's the better song of Me and Mine. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of let down by this. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't in love with it. And I think one of the reasons too why I think I put this off for so long is that I knew it was a very long album. And it just felt long, especially with the bonus tracks and doing this. Yeah. And where is the flip side of the record? Oh, it's that for Favorite Kind of High. Oh God, there's a lot of songs inside it. I hope there's no inner groove distortion on that. But yeah, so that was Chemistry. Not a big fan of this one. We'll see how repeat listens go, but as it goes, it kind of is like in the My December category with me, where I'm like, I don't know if this is going to go down as one of my favorites. I feel guilty because I feel like the two personal ones are like my least favorite Kelly albums. But although she always says that Meaning of Life is the album she always wanted to make, and that's like one of my favorite Kelly albums, so I don't know. But either way, what do you guys think of this album? Let me know in the comments below. As always, do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on TikTok at SalRocha1 and Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha, and I will see you guys ever so soon. Have an amazing day, and if you can, check out the rest of my Kelly Clarkson discography journey, which will be on my channel. See you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.